So we'll have a start now.
Yeah.
Let's get started. So hello everyone and welcome to today's OTR webinar with Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority. I'm Shilpa Rajawat and your host for today's session. And yes, we're live on Spear Travel Media Facebook page too. COVID-19 pandemic is a crisis that has impacted the entire globe in such a way that it has changed the way we live, we work, and we connect with each other. It is challenging. However, we are confident that we will get through this together. We at Spear Travel Media and Exhibitions are pleased to organize these rebound sessions and webinars for you to stay connected with your suppliers. In fact, the entire travel trade fraternity. I take immense pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Vivek Anand, Country Head of Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority, who is here to share some insight on the beautiful destination that is known for its white beaches and their plans post this crisis. Before I proceed further, allow me to share some instructions with you. To start with, we would love to hear from you. So please drop your questions at the Q&A tab or in the chat box, and they will be answered during the presentation. Raise a hand tab can be used after the presentation when we have the Q&A sessions. So without any further delay, sir, I would request you to take over and, let's get started with the presentation.
Thank you, Shilpa. And thank you, OTR, for organizing this webinar. OTR and Mauritius Tourism go back a long way. And we've been participating in all their events for the last many years. So welcome, everyone. And I hope we'll have a productive session today. And as Shilpa said, that please feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A or in the chat box. And every 10 or 15 minutes, I'll try and answer all your questions. Okay, so I will share the screen and we start with the presentation. Okay, so here we go. Actually, what I'm missing most at this time is Mauritius, because this is, Delhi, where I am based, is getting hotter and hotter by the day. And this is winter in Mauritius. And winter in Mauritius means a high temperature of 25, 26 degrees and a low of 15, 16 at night. So which means it's, even if you're having dinner on the beach, temperature is about 20 degrees, which is just fine. It's a fantastic place to be in at this time. And, but anyway, we will all go to Mauritius as and when, the skies are open and international travel is allowed. So here we go. So I will leave this part, the awards part. So where is Mauritius? That is the first question to be answered is that. So we are in the southern hemisphere, which explains the weather patterns. Like I said, it's now winter in the southern hemisphere when we have summer in the northern, and we are very near the Tropic of Capricorn. Mauritius is a part of Africa, and the nearest big African island is Madagascar. There are Reunion and others are the small ones, but Madagascar is the one you see to the left of Mauritius is Madagascar. So something about Mauritius. Area is about 2,000 square kilometers, which is the size of Delhi approximately. But the fun part starts now. That is why it's a very popular destination. The population is only 1.2 million, which is 12 lakhs, which means, it's pretty much, you own the island when you go there in a way. There's so much space. Capital is Port Louis, which is in the northwest part of the country. The languages spoken are English, French, Creole, etc. I'll briefly tell you why so many languages. So, the real colonization of Mauritius started when the French came over. And they started the plantations. They got the sugarcane from Indonesia, and they started the plantation. And there were very few French people. And before that, Mauritius was uninhabited. So they got the slaves from some of their colonies in Africa, which is Madagascar and some other places. And so the French was their language. And once the slaves came, now the masters and the slaves needed to communicate. So there was a hybrid language that developed, which was Creole. Then in the early 20th century, the English took over the island from the French. And so Creole then incorporated some words from English as well. And at that time, when the English became the masters of the island, English became the official language, which it is to the day. Now, when the English needed people to work on the fields, what better place than India, which was under their control? So they took people by the shiploads, and people mostly went from Bihar, Eastern UP, some from Maharashtra, some from Tamil Nadu, some from what is called Andhra now, some from Bengal, and then Creole also had Hindi words. So now the Creole that people speak in Mauritius, its base is Old French words from the African languages, some English words, some Hindi, Bhojpuri words. Then you see Mandarin also written there. So the Chinese came to Mauritius as traders, and some of them stayed back, and so some bit of Mandarin is also spoken. The currency is the Mauritian rupee. 1 Mauritian rupee is equal to 2 INR, approximate conversion. Moving forward, so these were the flights earlier. In what shape this will come back, we don't know. We had 3 flights from Delhi, and I'm talking of Air Mauritius, which is our national carrier. 3 flights from Delhi every week, 5 from Bombay, and 2 from Bangalore, Chennai. Very convenient connections. When you go from here, flight leaves early in the morning, you reach in the afternoon, and the flight back leaves at night from Mauritius. You can reach India very early in the morning and even go for work the same day. Other than that, we had Emirates connecting 9 Indian cities to Mauritius through Dubai. We had Air Seychelles connecting via Seychelles. That was only Bombay. And we had Air Austral, which was connecting Chennai only through Reunion Island. Moving on, so what you see, this white line going across the island is the highway, which connects the international airport, which is in the southeast, up to Grand Bay in the north. This is an aerial view of the airport, an ultra-modern airport, small by our standards, but ultra-modern, and I say ultra-modern because it can take the A380 also. And there were 2 A380 flights coming in every day. And the U Lounge is something like the Marhaba services that we have in Dubai. So aircraft lands, you're taken straight away. You don't go to the main building. You're taken to the lounge, which is called the U Lounge. Your customs, immigration, everything happens there. The baggage comes there directly. And while your immigration and customs formalities are being done, you can have a meal, you can have drinks, breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever. And then you depart straight from the lounge. You don't hit the terminal at all. And this is available both ways, arrival and departure. A few pictures of the U Lounge. Okay, now the best thing about Mauritius is one, that you don't need a passport valid for 3 months or 6 months. Passport valid only until the day after departure, which makes it very, very convenient, for last minute travelers also. And all you need when you reach Mauritius is your passport, confirmed return ticket, and a voucher, either from the hotel or the DMC. That's all. And there is visa on arrival. It is free of cost. So as I was talking about the Mauritius weather earlier, winter now, May to October, and summer is November to April, but again, a very mild kind of summer. It's 23 degrees, 20, 21 degrees minimum to 32, 33 degrees maximum. And now a lot of people ask me, what about the monsoon in Mauritius? So there is nothing called monsoon in Mauritius. There is a rainy season, which is January to March, and it's sporadic rain. It's not like the way it rains in the south, especially in Kerala, or the way it rains in East India, or the way it rains in Bombay. No, it's very different. And so that is why we call it a round the year destination. You can go any time of the year and enjoy yourselves. Telephone, very, very important part these days is connectivity. You go to any place, even if it is not a tourist destination, what you do is you land and you start posting updates, Facebook, Insta, etc., etc. When you land in Mauritius, you go to the nearest shop which sells SIM cards, and most shops sell SIM cards. Put the card in, instant activation for your voice and data both. Other than that, whichever hotel you go to, the Wi-Fi is free. Most of the hotels, at least all the 4 and 5-star hotels, are on the beach. So when you're on the beachfront of the hotel signal is so strong that you get the signal on the Wi-Fi on the beach as well. You go to all the attractions, activities, wherever you go, there is Wi-Fi available free of cost. If you go for shopping, Cordon Waterfront and all those places, again, there is Wi-Fi and it's free of cost. So you can do your activities and keep posting a picture. So what all can we do in Mauritius? Come, let's discover the island. So a lot of luxury possibilities. So the Bubble Lodge, this is in two places, in the south of Mauritius and on Ilo Surf, which is the island on the east. So what is different in terms of the accommodation here is that, as you see the pictures, you are staying in a bubble. It's a plastic bubble. The facilities are just like what you would get in a hotel room. And your lunch, dinner, breakfast, everything is available. And, it's fun, staying there at night and being able to see the stars while you're sleeping. Catamaran cruise, very popular in Mauritius, both with the tourists and the locals. So there are 2-3 kinds of catamaran cruise. So there is one which is the sunset cruise, where you are taken at 4:35. You see the sunset and come back, and while you are there seeing the sunset, they serve you drinks, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, and some snacks. Another catamaran cruise is where you can continue the cruise and you can have dinner on the catamaran as well. I mean, they give you very nice barbecue food. And of course, there is music, so you can have your own party on the catamaran, dancing, etc., etc. Another cruise is where they take you in the morning at about 9, and you move to another island, small island, which could be about 30 minutes sailing time, and you do the beach activities there, snorkeling, beach football, whatever you can do on the beach, and you get a barbecue lunch, and then you come back about 4:35. And the catamarans are of various sizes, but generally, it takes between 25 and 55 people. And catamaran cruises are leaving from all around the island. It's not one particular spot where you have to go for the catamaran. Whichever area you are in, you can get a catamaran from there. Overnight catamaran is also possible. Private speedboats, again, one of the very expensive activities. You can get a fancy yacht like this. Lunch in a submarine, absolute luxurious way to see the marine life and the coral. And this is done by the Blue Safari guys who run the other submarine as well. And this submarine takes only 2 people. So it's a very cozy, romantic lunch. Luxurious dinner on a motor yacht, also possible. Then there is visit to the private islands, which I said, you can either go by speedboat or you can go there by catamaran. Hire a jeep and do a full day trip. Do some sightseeing, see some wildlife as well. Helicopter, again, so helicopters can be used for 2 things. One is transfers. If you are, for example, Mauritius is not a very large island. Going from south to north takes, from the airport to the northernmost hotel will be 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes. But those who want to get there faster can use the helicopter for a transfer. And the other thing that you can do with the helicopter is do the sightseeing. And helicopters are run by 2 companies. One is, of course, Air Mauritius, and there is another company called Coral Air. Then there is a seaplane available at 2 places, the north and the south. So people can do the seaplane tour as well. The Champ de Mars racecourse. So racing is a very popular activity in Mauritius. And this racecourse is the first racecourse in the southern hemisphere. Races, this is, in fact, we're in the middle of the racing season. It's not happening, is different, but every year it happens. Races happen at this time. And betting and gambling on horses is legal in Mauritius. So a lot of people go for this activity. Moving on, golf, again, a very popular sport. In fact, we have something called the Afrasia Bank Mauritius Open Tournament every year, end of November, beginning December, which carries a prize money of €1 million. 10 18-hole golf courses in Mauritius, each more beautiful than the other, and they're around the whole island. And most of these golf courses are attached to hotels. But even if you are staying in a hotel which does not have its own course, you can go to any of these courses. You pay the green fee and you play. So this is, we had some golf tournaments in India, and we picked up the top finishers from all over the country and took them to Mauritius to play the finals. Finals there was won by this gentleman who you see here. His name is Arjun. He's from Bangalore, and he was given the trophy during the World Travel Awards, which happened in Mauritius in June last year. This is the location of golf courses, and they are pretty much all around the island. Guys, if you have any questions, please keep putting them in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer. I'll take a break in another 2-3 minutes and answer your questions. Spa. So most hotels have spas. Very, very popular in Mauritius. In fact, there is a hotel which has 25 treatment rooms. So that is the extent of the spas. And what you see here is spa on the beach. Yes, this is possible, but at the payment of a little supplement. There is the Cafe des Arts, which is actually converted from an old sugar mill. And while I talk of sugar mills, let me share with you that Mauritius at one time grew only sugarcane. There was nothing else. So they grew sugarcane and they exported sugar, and that is how the economy worked. And slowly, as new things came in, the economy moved from sugarcane based to other industries, financial services, call centers, tourism, etc., etc. And from a peak of 25-30 sugar mills, the sugar mills started closing down. So some of the mill owners found innovative ways to use the sugar mills. So they converted one mill to a museum. Another mill's chimney, which you will now see, converted to a very, very high-end eating place, which is called the Cafe des Arts, which is in the East Coast, near the East Coast. This is what it looks like. So when you see the picture, you can figure out how high-end this place is. Can seat about 30 people at one time. Reservations are required. You can't walk in. This is again the same place, Cafe des Arts. Again, top view of this place. Before we go to the adventure part, let me address some questions. I have a few questions here.
Yeah, we do have some Q&As.
Yeah. So, okay. So Air Mauritius, so this is some anonymous attendee. Air Mauritius, let me clarify, has not filed for bankruptcy. They are under administration. Bankruptcy is far away. Administration means it is a running company, and they're just finding ways and means to de-stress themselves financially. So that is what is happening. They are looking for some investments. They are looking to renegotiate their contracts, and it is flying. I mean, flying to the extent that they have some repatriation flights happening these days. For example, there's an aircraft coming to Delhi tomorrow, which will drop some Mauritian Indians here, pick up some Mauritians, then go to Bombay, and pick up some Mauritians from there and take some medical supplies from India. So airline is running. Flights will resume when flights resume worldwide. It is not bankruptcy. Please understand that. What plans are in place? So Ajay Udeshi. So we are always working jointly with MK in terms of promoting the destination. I mean, I have been doing it for the last 6 years, ever since I've been here. We do a lot of B2B events together. We do a lot of B2C events together. We do engagement on digital platforms together. Now there is a question from Jayendu Mewar about ULounge. So please contact your DMC or your travel agent for ULounge services. There's a question from Adrija. How Mauritius focused economy survived previous shocks? I think this is not tourism related. So if you are based in Bombay, as you say, maybe you could address this question to the Consul General over there. Then there's a question, somebody saying why Mauritius flights are costly. Any reason? See, Mauritius, it's from Delhi, it's 7.5 hours away. So to that extent, the fare is fine. And from Bombay, it is 6 hours away. From Bangalore, it is 6 hours away. And in case you have any other questions regarding the flights, they are best addressed to Air Mauritius. I promote the destination. Airline is a separate company. Then there is a question about how many types of visa are there? Permit, how many ideas? I'm sorry, I couldn't follow this. I mean, there's a normal tourist visa, and there's a work permit for which you have to apply through the High Commission or consulate, whichever is the thing. Shilpa, are there any more questions?
Vivek, there's one from the chat box from Express Holidays telling that you told about the private islands, but most of the DMCs offer only hotels like 3-star, 4-star. Have to book private islands.
Sorry, come again.
So there's this one question from Express Holidays.
Yeah.
When he says that you've told about the private island.
Yeah.
Most of the DMCs offer only hotels like 3-star, 4-star, 5-star.
Yeah.
Book these private islands.
Okay. So to answer this question, there is only one small place to stay on a private island. On other private islands, there is no accommodation. The accommodation is available on Ilo Duo Coco. It's a beautiful place. It's a 5-star plus category, but it has only 2 bedrooms. Ilo Duo Coco can be booked through a travel agent. All the other hotels are on shore, on the land. Okay, Shilpa, can we continue?
Yeah, let's continue because we do have a couple of people raising a hand to ask a question. So I'm just letting the audience know that the raise a hand will allow you to speak after the presentation is over. So you can connect to us and I'll probably unmute you and then you could speak for the question.
Okay, I think there is one more question I will take. So there is something about water villas in Mauritius. No, we do not have water villas in Mauritius. And there is new airlines born in Mauritius. No, we have Air Mauritius right now. We don't, I mean, if somebody else wants to join the aviation business, they are welcome. And I will, move on and take some questions in about 5 minutes.
Yes, we could do that.
So there are a lot of adventure activities possible in Mauritius. What you see here is the zip line. The zip lines are there in many locations. Skydiving is there. This is in the Northeast. So while I talk of adventure tourism, let me share with you that in Mauritius, it is a policy of safety first. If the sea is rough, waves are too high, all sea activities stop. Similarly, if there are clouds, skydive will not happen, helicopter sightseeing will not happen, seaplane will not take off. And what you see here is a skydive where there's a woman and a man. The man on top is an instructor. So you always dive with an instructor, you never dive alone. That is for safety purposes, because to dive alone, you need to be a certified diver, which takes a long time. Quad biking, again, nice activity, very, very popular among the tourists. Quad bikes are available all over the island at various locations. Zip lines, like I said, many zip lines in Mauritius. We have the 3rd longest zip line in the world, in fact, which is 1.5 kilometers. That is in a place called the Valley of Colors. Hiking and trekking, very, very, very interesting activity. Unfortunately, most Indians don't do this, but I have done it. So I did a hike which was 6 kilometers in 2 hours, which means you do it at a leisurely place. You see beautiful sights, you see lots of birds, you see a lot of endemic plants. It's a very nice activity which the travel agents can propose to their guests. Snorkeling. So snorkeling is one of the activities which is complimentary. I mean, when you check into a hotel, there are some activities which they provide free, which is snorkeling, paddleboard, canoeing, stand-up paddle, and glass bottom boat. All your guests need to do is they need to go to the boathouse of the hotel and book a time. That is very essential, to book a time. I mean, people are there for 5-6 days, so they can easily book. Otherwise, there's difficulty. 5-island tour is available from the East Coast, and this lasts about 4 or 5 hours. They take you to 5 islands, one of which is shown, which has a old lighthouse which is no longer functioning, and they take you to show you a shipwreck. They show you another island which had the old French fortifications from the time when the battle was fought between the French and the English, and then you end up at Ilo Surf, where there is a Sega dance and there is a barbecue lunch. There's a undersea walk which is available at Grand Bay in the north and on the east coast as well. A very safe activity. You walk on the seashore, seabed, which is about 10 feet below the surface. And the thing you see, these people, the helmets they are wearing, these helmets are connected with a pipe to the ship on top. So the oxygen is constantly pumped and people can breathe easily. and there are divers to guide the people, so you don't go on your own. And you can see a lot of marine life, coral, sea turtles, etc., etc. And the dive itself lasts about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Underwater scooter is available at Grand Bay by the Blue Submarine guys. So this is just like a normal scooty that we ride here in India. Two people can sit on it at the same time. You drive it yourself. Again, the bubble that you see on top, the canopy is connected to the ship, and air is being pumped in. And there are divers around you to guide where to go. These are the Indian stars, Rocky and Mayur, who did the promotion film for us. The submarine, Blue Safari, it's a 10-seater submarine, the big one. Everyone has a window seat. Dive lasts about 40 minutes. That is a dive. Otherwise, you go from the shore to the ship and come back to the ship. So total time is about 2 hours. But the dive in the submarine is about 40 minutes. You see coral, you see shipwreck, which is a very interesting thing. And you see a lot of marine life. And you go to a depth of 35 meters, which is about 110 to 120 feet. Swimming with the dolphins. So dolphins can be seen on the west coast of Mauritius. They appear very early in the morning. So if you go there, you see the dolphins, you're welcome to jump into the water and swim with them, because dolphins are very, very friendly mammals. Parasailing, again, very popular activity with the tourists. Flyboarding, comparatively new activity, started 2 years back at Grand Bay. A company called Fly and Dive runs this activity. Kite surfing, again, mostly in the south, because some of the southern areas have a lot of wind, which is needed for kite surfing. Water skiing. So a lot of activities do. Kayaking, it's available all over. As I said, it's available free by all the hotels. Windsurfing, rock climbing is there. So all these activities, if you look at them, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking, trekking, can be very useful if you are planning a small MICE group, and leadership training programs, small MICE programs. For a team building point of view, these are very good activities. So heritage, Mauritius has 2 World Heritage sites. First one is what you see here. It's the Limon Mountain, which is in the southwest of the country. And the second one is the Apravasi Ghat, which is in Port Louis. So the one at Limon is the anti-slavery monument. It honors the slaves who were in Mauritius and who died because of various reasons. Of course, slavery was abolished by the British Parliament in 1910, 1911. And Apravasi Ghat is the immigration depot where all the ships used to dock, ships from India mostly, and the people there used to live in absolutely miserable conditions. When they landed, they were miserable on the ship and miserable on land over there. And then they were allotted a plantation, and then they went to the plantation. And you have handprints and footprints by the early migrants, which you can see over there. And for the Mauritians, has become a place of pilgrimage, because this is where their forefathers landed and who worked very, very hard for all the prosperity that is there in Mauritius today. For the record, the per capita income of Mauritius is 3.5 times that of India. So that shows you how prosperous the island is. This is, you can see, it says indentured, landing place of indentured people. Theatre. So there are a lot of old places in Mauritius, which are old buildings, which have been preserved very well. So one of them is the theatre in Port Louis. Mauritius for forever has been known as a very, very romantic destination, and I will take you through some shots which show you, how people can enjoy romantic getaways. So this is dinner on the beach. All you need to do is tell the hotel that you would like dinner on the beach, and they'll organize it for you. Some hotels give it free of cost to honeymoon couples, and others will charge a small supplement if you are on half board. So a lot of weddings happen in Mauritius. There are these small weddings where only 2 people from Europe will come and get married, or some will come with 8 or 10 people. At the other end are the Indian weddings, which we call the big fat Indian wedding. I, in fact, know of a wedding which had 850 people who went from India for the wedding. So there is a venue for every wedding. You want a small wedding, you can have it on the beach. Like this, you want a large wedding, you can have it in a banquet hall. You can put a marquee on the beach. In fact, that is the best thing to do. If you're on a beautiful island, then best thing is to put a marquee on the beach and have the wedding there. So, the Europeans do crazy things like underwater wedding, and you will see some more things like this as we go along. Yeah, there it is. So this is a wedding on the right picture. On the right shows you a wedding that happened inside the submarine. Wedding on a catamaran. Of course, Indian wedding is not possible because the catamaran takes only 50-55 people, and Indian wedding has hundreds of people.
And thousands sometimes.
Top attractions. This is the Crystal Rock, the southwest coast. So Cawdon Waterfront, again, very nice place in Port Louis, which is the capital city. So why it is nice is because it has a casino, it has a multiplex, it has high-end shopping, it has a bazaar where you can, which is like any other bazaar in India. In addition, there are fine dining restaurants, and there is also a food court. So all sorts of options available at every price point. And you can easily spend 3-4 hours over here. Fort Adelaide is a small fort overlooking Port Louis. And this is the Peterboth Mountain. So this is a naturally occurring formation. It's not man-made. And this is the north of Mauritius, and it's named after Peterboth, who was one of the first governors of Mauritius. And that's why it's called Peterboth. Pamplemousses Garden, also called the SSR Botanical Gardens. This is the north of Mauritius, and the highlight of these gardens is these giant leaves. These are the water lilies. I was talking about private islands here. So there are these, one of the private islands. This is the Flat Island, where you can go by catamaran and enjoy a day on the beach with a barbecue lunch. I was talking about old houses. So typically these old houses are the houses that belong to the planters. So a planter typically had many, hundreds of acres of land where he used to plant sugarcane. And he had this beautiful house in French called the chateau. Indian approximate word, I'll say, he used to live in Haveli with his slaves or servants, and the farming used to happen there. The sugar mill used to be there. And of course, where there is sugar, the byproduct is rum. So a rummery also used to be there. So you can visit a lot of these places where you can see how these people lived. There are restaurants there. You can have food, Mauritian food, Creole food, and in some serve European continental food as well. And there's always rum tasting and rum buying there. So this is Eureka Creole House, very near Port Louis. And these houses can also be used as venues for your MICE conferences and for weddings. Ilosof, the famous island on the east coast, beautiful island with a lot of water activities. Domaine Lipaye in the northeast, again, an old house. Like I told you, it's one of the better preserved old houses. Crystal Rock, which we showed you earlier. Why it's called Crystal Rock is when the sun rays fall on it, it starts glowing like a crystal, like diamonds. And that is because of naturally occurring minerals in the rocks over here. Black River Gorges, so there are Gorges National Park is there, where you can see a lot of birds, deer, and different kinds of plants and trees. This is Black River Gorges. Chamarel, the famous 7-colored earth in the south, and this is also natural. This happened millions of years back when Mauritius was formed, because Mauritius is a volcanic island. And when that happened, some of the lava solidified over here, and the colors are due to different chemicals in the lava. Aluminium is there, it will be different color. Magnesium is there, it will be different color. Copper is there, it will be different color. That's why you see different colors. Curious Corner is fun with science, an excellent place for adults, for grown-ups, for everyone. And this is again right opposite the gate of Chamarel. And I would highly recommend this place to everyone. Okay, we'll take a break for question answers. I have some questions here. So best time to visit Mauritius. This is from Adrija. Well, it's a round the year destination, so you can go anytime. Approximate cost for lunch on submarine, please contact a travel agent. I run the tourism board. I don't have the pricing for anything. Visa on arrival is for most countries. Panendra Kandur has this question. It's for most countries, it's visa on arrival. Now, Chaitanya is asking about local taxi system and public transport. So there is public transport. There are buses which are used by locals. Bus service stops at night. So please tell people who are going there. There is also a metro which has just started, but it's only 7 kilometers right now. Taxis are available everywhere. I mean, very, very convenient and very, very safe. Again, Khushnoor is asking about helicopter transfer. You can talk to Air Mauritius and ask them how many. So I think 3 people can be accommodated one time, but talk to them. I think they or talk to a travel agent, because Coral Air also has helicopter. So it's between 3 and 5 people. Cost they'll give you. Oh, so Vikas Mittal, you are talking of low-cost airline. I mean, I would love it. We would all love it if some low-cost airline goes from India to Mauritius, and hopefully one day, Indigo or SpiceJet will plan something. Adrija, I've already answered your question. Somebody is saying he wants to go for honeymoon trip to Mauritius. What are the must-do things? Oh, there are lots of things to do depending on your interest. I've taken you through a lot of adventure activities, a lot of sightseeing, cuisine, heritage. It depends entirely on your interest. So if you tell your travel agent what you're interested in, he'll make an itinerary accordingly. Is it so? Vikas is asking about 80 to 100 people group. Vikas, we've had groups of up to 800 people, so don't worry about 80 to 100. Khushnoor, yes, homestays are there. So homestays are there. Just look online and you'll find the homestays. Anita, this is a very difficult question to answer. Social distancing and what other activities? There are lots of activities. You can be on the beach. You can be on. You can do some adventure activity where there is social distancing is not required. So as you will see from the presentation, there are a lot of activities where social distancing is not required. Saurabh is saying, house service serve Indian wedding of 200. Yeah, of course, Saurabh. All the hotels and the houses that you're talking of, the Havelis, you can take your own catering there. They welcome Indian caterers. You contact a wedding planner, asking to arrange a good food company, and they'll give you space to cook. Could you share? So my email ID and contact numbers will be shared by OTR. So please contact Shilpa for that. No, hot air balloon is not available. There's no hot air balloon. And what else is there? Yes, old houses, Jordana de Costa can be used for gala events. How many packs? Oh, they are huge. You can even have 1,000 people there. That is not a limiting factor. List of DMCs, you can take my, when Shilpa shares my email ID, you write to me and I'll have my office send you the list of DMCs. Yes, senior citizens, Vikas, can go to Mauritius. A lot of senior citizens go to Mauritius. In fact, it's very safe for them. A lot of activities for them to do. Chaitanya is saying, what would be a local Mauritian experience? So that could be with cuisine primarily. You can see some arts and crafts, see some heritage sites, and experience the Mauritius cuisine. In fact, there are travel agents who organize trips to Mauritian homes as well. So people can go to Mauritian homes and eat with them, see how they live. You can eat dinner with them, have lunch with them, have breakfast with them. There are also trips organized with fishermen. So everything is possible. I will answer the question, Khushnoor, on the food. I have some slides, so I'll answer you then. I'll answer self-drive also later. We are coming to that in a bit. Yeah, there are many good North Indian caterers. Ask your travel agent, he will suggest you. Because there are a lot of chefs who have gone from India. Best way to travel from India to Mauritius is by Air Mauritius, direct flights from Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, Bangalore. Yeah, Jain food is available in Mauritius, Deepak. Okay, Express Holidays, I've already answered. Contact your travel agent and they will organize you launch for you. And Anita, you can send me a mail later and I'll send you the list. And somebody is asking how many days? Minimum 1 week. So, okay, moving on to the presentation. So what we are seeing is the Curious Corner, and this is Curious Corner. So Grau Basin, which is in the south of Mauritius, is also called Ganga Talao. It is the sacred lake of Mauritius. I mean, the Mauritians consider the water of this lake like Ganga Jal, and all the religious ceremonies happen here. The most photographed church of Mauritius, the Cap Melrose Church, that is in the north. There is also a dormant, extinct volcano in Mauritius, in the center of Mauritius, called the Truo Surf. Kazela, Kazela has activities for everyone, and for kids, for adults, it's got walking with the lions, it's got tigers, it's got quad biking, it's got zip lines. You can feed the birds, animals, giraffes. It's all here. This is a full day activity. People who go there should get there at 9 in the morning and be there till 4 or 5. And as I said, funny things happen with the Europeans. So somebody had a wedding on the zipline in Kazela, and you can see them here. This is also Kazela, some adventure activities. Frederica Nature Reserve in the south of Mauritius. As the picture tells you, you can go there on quad bikes. The other option is quad bike, you drive yourself. Otherwise, you can take a jeep, or you can walk, do some hiking there, and you see beautiful sights all around the southern coast. If you look at the picture carefully, you can the sea is visible in the distance. Valley du Color. So what I showed you earlier was the 7-colored earth at Chemerel. So there is a place called Valley du Colors, which is in the south of Mauritius. This is 23-colored earth, again naturally occurring. And Valley du Color is also a full day trip, because you do quad biking, you can feed the turtles. There is a restaurant. There is the world's the third longest zip line is there. There are quad bikes. A lot of things to do. This is Valley du Color. Crocodile Park in the south of Mauritius, where you have hundreds of crocodiles and hundreds of turtles. As you can see, Rocky and Mayur holding this baby crocodile and feeding the turtle. So some of the turtles in Mauritius are more than 100 years old, could be 150 years old. There is also a museum and an insect gallery. There's an aquarium in Mauritius as well in the north. Self-drive, somebody asked. So Indian driving license is valid in Mauritius, and they drive on the same side of the road as we do. And the roads are beautiful. Cars are very easy to get, and not very expensive. A small car like an i10 will cost you about 2,000 Indian rupees or 2,200 Indian rupees plus petrol. And these days everyone has GPS. So, and in Mauritius, in any case, the road signs are very good. So driving is an absolute pleasure. This is Rocky and Mayur doing the self-drive. The traditional dance of Mauritius called the Sega. The Chateau Le Bourdonnais, again, one of the old houses I was talking about. This is Chateau Le Bourdonnais. Mauritius is famous for, other than rum, it's famous for vanilla and tea. And what we have here is vanilla tea. And you can do a tea route in Mauritius. Like you do a cuisine route, you do a tea route, you can do a rum route. All those things can be done. This is Domaine du Aubenas, again one of the old houses. Bois-Chéri Tea Estate, Saint Aubin, again old house used for just to take a round or use it for your events. Sugar Museum, like I mentioned in the beginning, when the sugar mills closed, they put them to good use. So here, they took out half the machinery, and instead of that, they made a museum. So some machines are standing to tell you how sugar is made, and the rest is telling you the history of Mauritius and various things connected with Mauritius. At the end of this tour, you can taste 10 different kinds of sugar. You can taste rum and you can buy rum. And there's a restaurant also. So rum making and tasting. So this is a rummery in the south of Mauritius. It's a working rummery. And you can see how rum is made and do rum tasting and rum buying. It also has a fine dining restaurant, which is open for lunch. This is the plant. What we also have in the south of Mauritius is the winery. And so what is special about the winery is the wine they make is not from grapes, it's from lychee. Because in Mauritius, lychee and mango are grown. So lychee wine is made here and it's of a reasonably good quantity or quality, sorry. Now everyone needs entertainment wherever we go. So a lot of options for nightlife in Mauritius, but primarily in the north, in the Grand Bay area, and in the Flick and Flack area in the west. I should also tell you that in Mauritius there is no bar closing time. Unlike in India, where your last order is 11, 12, or 1, depending on the hotel, depending on the kind of license, depending on the state you are in. Their liquor can be served 24 hours. So typically, bars and lounge bars are open till about 6 or 7 in the morning. And all these are very safe. And a lot of DJ nights and similar events happen in bars. There are a couple of casinos also, one in Kodam waterfront and some in other places. Shopping, as we said, shopping is very, very important for everyone. So there's every kind of shopping. You have the very, very high-end international designer brands are available in the malls. Also in the malls are the normal brands. And at the other end is the bazaar shopping, which you can see here in this picture. And there is a lot of bargaining which happens in the bazaar. Like we do bargaining in India, in any bazaar, it's the same in Mauritius. This is again another bazaar. This is Kodam waterfront, about which I explained in the beginning. Bagatelle is the biggest mall of Mauritius. The Grand Bay Crozet Mall in the north. The Grand Bay Bazaar. So another interesting thing is the glass gallery, where these days everything is automated. Machines make everything. So here glass objects are made in the traditional way. They heat the glass, raw glass till it is red, and then use lung power to blow it into bottles and other shapes. Very interesting experience for everyone. You can even buy a lot of stuff here. Similarly, there's a jewelry workshop where you see traditional jewelry making. Cuisine is one of the important aspects of any trip, and so Mauritius is known for its cuisine. So while it's an island, so you have the best of seafood. You get the best of beef. There is deer meat for those who want to have it. There is crocodile meat for those who want to try it. It's available at Crocodile Park. And at the other end is Jain food. So Jain food is freely available. All you need to do is before reaching there, inform the hotel that you need Jain food. And you will get Jain food all the time for all the meals, including breakfast. And if you are booked a table in a restaurant, inform the restaurant that you will need Jain food and they'll make it according to your taste. And there are a lot of Indian restaurants in Mauritius. I have eaten fantastic Kerala food in Mauritius. So from there, right up to the North Indian Mughlai food, everything is available. Escale Creole is a restaurant which is in the center of Mauritius, specializing in Mauritian cuisine or the Creole food. I would highly recommend that people go and have a lunch there. It's not open for dinner, it's open for lunch, but booking of tables is recommended. The Faluda, as we get in North India, similar kind of stuff in Port Louis. A lot of Indian restaurants. Now we come to mice. Mauritius is very, very popular among the Indian companies for mice because we have a lot of venues. So the biggest venue is the Vivekanand Convention Center, which can seat 5,000 people. So if somebody is here who are listening to me is thinking in terms of number of people, don't worry. Having conferences of more than 5,000 is very, very rare. And then you can choose, the number of people you have. According to that, you choose the convention center. Or you can have it in the hotel, Some of the hotels have convention halls, or best thing is to have it in the market on the beach, because that is the best way to enjoy Mauritius. So this is the Vivekanand building. The Zee Cinema Award was held there. A UN conference was held there. Infotech exhibition. So lots of things. International Conference Center in Grand Bay is there. The smaller venue. There is the Freeport Exhibition Center in Port Louis. So lots of possibilities. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the presentation, but I have a lot of questions still. So let me try and answer. So Vikas, current COVID scenario in Mauritius, 332 cases, 330 cured as of today morning, only 2 active cases. For a single tourist trip, approximate Adrija cost, see, flight fare used to be from Delhi about 50,000, Bombay 45,000, Bangalore 43,000. What will happen after this, I really don't know. You better check with Air Mauritius. We can send you the PPT. You send us a request, we'll send you the which part of Mauritius are most activities located? Kushnur, activities are located all around the island. Slightly less in the on the southern coast, but lot in the south. They're everywhere. Panindra looks like one can spend 10 days. Yes, you can spend even 14 days. Lots of things to do in Mauritius. Panindra, there are 3 or 4 casinos. Okay. Arc Travels. Okay. I think Arc Travels already has the PPT. You can check with Arvind or somebody there. They'll have it. Restaurant, Indian restaurant slide. You can write a mail. I'll send you the list of restaurants. Which part of Mauritius is advisable for stay? Express holidays. Oh, it's beautiful everywhere. North, south, east, west. You can stay wherever. Best thing to buy in Mauritius. So you can buy rum, you can buy vanilla, you can buy sugar, you can buy sea salt and handicrafts. Famous dish to eat. You can try various Creole food dishes. There's no one famous dish. Shilpa, do we have any more questions?
Yes, we do have a couple of people who raised their hand who want to probably talk to you and
Sure.
answer. So I see Mr. Pawan Desai. So Mr. Desai, I'm allowing you to talk, so you could go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, Pawan.
No.
I think he's on mute.
No, Pawan is. I guess now it's Mr. Thakur who could probably speak.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're allowed to.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for your lovely presentation. But
Good afternoon.
What is Mauritius local food?
Creole food. It is more like Indian food with African and European influences. Base is Indian food.
Okay. I heard Indian languages are spoken widely over there. Is it true?
Yes, Hindi.
Okay.
Most people speak Hindi. Some, younger generation people who don't speak it, they understand it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Mr. Sharma who. Hello.
Yeah.
Wait. Hello, Mr. Sanjeev Sharma. One minute. Allowed. We have Mr. Sharma. Hello, Mr. Sanjeev Sharma. Oh, I guess he's not online now. I probably still shows that he would want to ask a question, but Okay, let's go to the next person, Miss Ritu. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Ritu.
Shilpa, why don't you read out the questions? It's better.
Okay, so these people are the one who just raised their hand and they would probably want to ask you a question.
Oh, they don't have. Okay.
Correct. So yeah, we've answered all the written questions that were dropped on Q&A and the chat session. These are the ones who are raising hand to talk to you directly.
Okay.
So
Can you hear me, sir?
yeah, they are.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Hello, madam. I'm Rintu from Born Voyagers, a travel house. Can I speak in Hindi?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you, sir. एक्चुअली मुझे जानना है कि अभी मॉरिशियस का जो कंडीशन है
हाँ जी
वो अभी मतलब ये रिकवर कैसे होगा, मतलब ये टूरिज्म का मॉरिशियस का टूरिज्म रिकवर कैसे होगा?
देखिए जैसे सारे कंट्रीज का होगा वैसे ही मॉरिशस का भी होगा। फायदा ये है कि केसेस कम है और आज की डेट में सिर्फ 2 एक्टिव केसेस हैं वहां पे, तो ये तो खत्म हो जाएंगे अगले कुछ 2-4-5 दिन में।
ओके, तो अभी 2-4-5 दिन के बाद या 1 महीने के अंदर पूरा नॉर्मल कंडीशन हो जाएगा, राइट सर?
हाँ, हो जाना चाहिए।
ओके, ये पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन ऐसा नहीं रहेगा
जी?
ऐसा सिचुएशन नहीं रहेगा ना?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं रहेगा।
ओके, एक्चुअली मैं हिंदी में बात किया इसीलिए क्योंकि और लोगों को कुछ शायद कोई क्वेश्चन है, अगर मेरा क्वेश्चन उसे मिल जाए तो वो लोग भी अपना आंसर जान लेंगे, बस यही और कुछ नहीं।
No. So Mauritius will be safe. It's a very safe destination in any case. There are only a couple of live cases, 2 cases, which will be over in the next few days.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have 1 or 2 more questions on the Q&A session. Do you want to take them, sir?
Yeah, I can take them.
Yeah, I guess there's some couple of few questions.
I can see. Okay. I can see. So the View Lounge is for everyone. It's not for VIP. It's for everyone. You pay and you use. Takamaka rum of Seychelles is from Seychelles. It's not manufactured in Mauritius. It is sold in Mauritius. You can buy it, go to a store and buy it, but it's not manufactured there. See, the difference between Ravichandran, Seychelles, Madagascar, Mauritius, they're all different. And our USP is that we have a lot of activities. I have shown you more than 100 activities, which neither Madagascar nor Seychelles has. What else?
Best season to visit Mauritius? Someone's asking.
Best season to visit Mauritius? See, it's a round-the-year destination, but if, now it depends on where you are in India. If you are in Delhi, which, goes to 47, 48, then I will say, yes, this is the time to visit Mauritius, April to September, October. But if you are in Bombay, for example, then you can go anytime because it's not very hot in any case. Or you can, when it gets very humid in Bombay, you can go to Mauritius that time because Mauritius never has that kind of humidity. Or if you are in, Chennai, Bangalore, then you see what season you don't like in your city and go in that season to Mauritius. Sanjeev is asking, will there be travel restriction? See, travel restriction is a government thing. So as and when the government takes some decision, we will communicate it to everyone.
So with this, we're done with today's session, I guess.
So thank you everyone for listening in, and it was a pleasure, sharing my experiences and the presentation with you. Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you, OTR. Much obliged.
Thank you so much, sir. It's always been a pleasure to have you with us. We've been having a long association. With
Thank you, Shilpa, and please convey my regards to everyone in your team.
Yes, I will. I know these are the uncertain times which requires flexibility and maybe some patience from all of us.
Yeah.
So on behalf of Sphere family, I would like to thank each and every one of you who are here today. And stay tuned for your next session on Monday at the same time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Stay. So we're signing off now.